Thousand Pines tells the story of three families who are all mourning the loss of a child that was lost in a school shooting 6 months previous to the play. And the play picks up on these three families on Thanksgiving Day trying to have a normal Thanksgiving dinner.
What is very beautiful about the play and very powerful about the play is that it shows you that healing will happen somehow, in some way, on this journey from something really, really tragic to carrying on a meaningful life.
What I would like them to take away is to become aware of how people deal, the different ways people deal with a trauma like this.
This, unfortunately, is a huge social and political issue of our time: school safety and gun violence, and sort of the collective grief and pain that we as a society are experiencing as a result of that. So I wanted to write something about communal grief and the way that that reverberates in these different relationships.
This is a play that addresses an issue that's very real, not just to one generation, but to many generations, and certainly to our community. I think it was particularly exciting to see our students themselves taking action in their own way.
I mean, when you have teenagers in their high school who are, massacred, and they're at an age where they're able to both register what's going on, but to say, no, this is not the America that we want to live in, and we are going to do something about it. That is a powerful message that they're sending to legislators and to just everybody in the country, in the world, really.
We cannot say, well, we're going to support someone's individual rights to own a gun and sacrifice 26 children or 58 people at a concert in Las Vegas. We need to look at really carefully how we view guns in this country.
You hear the term assault rifle, and you think that's sort of a general term. The AR-15, it was specifically designed for the military. It was designed for one purpose and one purpose only, and that was to kill people. But after 2 or 3 or 4 uses of this weapon for those purposes, you, the gun company, should have stopped entrusting these to civilians. What we're seeing is the increasing velocity of mass murder with the weapon designed for mass murder.
And so now we've come to a point where people are not even listening to each other. And I think that art can bridge that gap. I think when someone sits down and sees a play, you're having a shared experience. People from all walks of life can sit down and watch something, and it may affect them in different ways, but I think that can start a dialogue about gun violence in a way that we're not sitting down and talking to one another just based on issues or on facts.
I think theater as an art form represents very much what we need right now in America, which is to come together and share something.
Feeling is motivational, and it slows everything down and examines something. So art in particular is extremely important for movement change.
Facts don't persuade people, they don't change people's minds, but narrative does, storytelling does, because it allows you to kind of walk in someone else's shoes for a moment, and that opens up the door for empathy, understanding, and maybe a change of perspective.
The idea of stepping in someone else's shoes, and it gives you that pause and time for reflection, and I think that's why the arts are so fundamental in change.
It's always about having to rethink your perceptions of the world. And if we stop doing that, we stop being human. And I think the arts continually prod us to do that.